Hello everyone, Katya Paprika is with you again. Today we are preparing a full-fledged New Year's table with you. I want to say a huge thank you to you right away for participating in the question whether we should prepare a dessert with you on New Year's Eve or not. Most of the votes were for the fact that dessert is still needed. And you are just my best subscribers because you said that the dessert should be as simple and light as possible. Not at all, thank God, hence the order of our actions is such. We'll prep the salad ingredients in advance. On the 30th or 31st, we'll make the dessert together in the morning. It has an active prep time of 10 minutes, the rest of the time it's just in the fridge. On New Year's Eve, we make 2 salads by chopping ingredients and mixing them together. The hot one goes in the oven until baked. We're making 2 snacks with you, which have the same principle of preparation, but they look different. In the end, we get 6 New Year's dishes with you, which are quite sympathetically looking on your festive table, spending somewhere an hour and a half on this for the New Year's Eve.
Well, choose the garnish you like best.
By the way, my next video will be dedicated to canapés, so if you're a fan of canapés, ring the bell so you don't miss it. Well, let's get started. For dessert, we'll have Panna Cotta with mandarins. I'll be making it with coconut milk, don't want to boil it, and we'll be using gelatin, but you can take any fruit puree or plant-based milk and agar. In a frying pan, combine coconut milk, sugar or sweetener. I have a fit parade and part of the gelatin on my 400 milliliters of liquid. In the description, I'll detail the proportions heated to dissolve the gelatin. If you have slow-acting gelatin, then soak it in advance. We pour this warmed milk into glasses or creams, leaving a little space for the mandarin layer. For the mandarin layer, cut the mandarins in half and squeeze out the juice. It's easier than with oranges. They have a soft rind. Just make sure to pick sweet mandarins so as not to make it too tangy. This juice needs to be passed through a sieve and sent to the pan with the remaining gelatin. But I recommend using twice as much as indicated in your instructions, since this is an acidic environment, the gelatin might not set well. Peel a few mandarin slices from the white pith and layer on top for decoration. Slightly cool the mixture and pour it into molds. Now back in the fridge until New Year's Eve. Let's quickly prepare 2 salads. One will slightly resemble an Olivier salad, but made only with calamari. The first salad with egg pancake and chicken. I prefer to fry the egg pancake without crumbs or moths. Just add salt to the egg and beat one at a time to get 1 pancake from 1 egg. Quickly brown the pancake on both sides so it remains tender, uniform, and without crust, and then slice it thinly. You end up with very tender egg shreds. I have boiled chicken breast, which needs to be cut into shreds to have the same kind of shreds. For this, slightly tear the cut pieces along the grain, but you can always just cut them into cubes if you don't have time. We also cut the cucumber into shreds. And add spring onions cut into semicircles. It needs to be slightly wilted with salt and pepper. The onion should remain juicy, not fried. This will give juiciness to our salad despite the boiled breast in the composition. Combine all the ingredients in a bowl. Cooked breast, cucumbers, egg pancakes, juicy fried onion, and fill with Greek yogurt, salt, garlic or mayonnaise. You can put the salad in a bowl on the festive table, or you can portion it into glasses and decorate with a slice of cucumber on a skewer. The first salad is ready, now the next one. For the second salad, cut the boiled potato into cubes. Boiled eggs can be cut into cubes or halves, like I do. You will also need a pickled cucumber. Cut it into cubes, cut the boiled squid into cubes. In the last video with salads, I showed how I clean and boil the squid for just a minute in boiling water. In a bowl, combine all the ingredients: potatoes, eggs, squid, and pickled cucumber. We'll add any greens. I have dill here, Dijon mustard, and again Greek yogurt with salt and garlic. We stir everything well, and sometimes I add canned peas here. It's also very tasty. But before we move on to the hot dish, this is a heartfelt recommendation for my friend Sasha's channel, Cook with Sasha, whom I've known almost since starting my own channel. It's not an ad at all. And in our culinary gang, Sasha has just gained such a nickname as the Queen of Baking, because she really has a lot of recipes for the most diverse baking. She has 2 small kids whom she constantly treats with some fairly simple but very tasty baking. She simply has a million different options. At the same time, all her festive events always happen with her own homemade cake. She always makes really cool cakes. I highly recommend checking out all her baking. Well, as a good-hearted blogger, she is now preparing for the new year, and she has already completed 2 full New Year's tables. Just think for a moment, she shot these 2 New Year's tables on her very own birthday. An amazing woman, forgive me Sasha, but I believe this screams that you really won't spend much time on these recipes. So be sure to check out her channel, give her my warm greetings. The link to her channel will be in the description. We are preparing the heat so that the cuts have nice mushrooms. First, we will bake them in the oven for 10 minutes, grate the cheese on a grater and slice the greens or dill. My stuffing is turkey stuffing. We add salt, any kind of spice. I have coriander, goes well, and sharp pepper and cheese straight into the stuffing. This way the roulade will be juicy. If desired, you can add green onions. Now we need to roll out the puff pastry. I have yeast-free. I make a small roulade out of 455 to 30 grams of stuffing and rolled dough 25 to 30 centimeters. We put the prepared stuffing in the center and make a small rectangle, sprinkle it with greens from all sides, and now we tuck all our mushrooms. In my case, there are 3. If you take more stuffing, there will be more. They are in length and width. Orient yourself to the size of the mushrooms. They should look beautiful in the center. In the cut, you can make a braid out of puff pastry. I decided to just close it from all sides and make a small grid with a knife. True, the drawing didn't turn out the way I thought, but it's also not bad. To prevent the pie from burning, first we send it to the oven for 30 minutes under the foil. Then we smear it with egg yolk and bake it for another 10 minutes without the foil. Everything at 98.6 degrees. But also orient yourself by the size of your roulade, roughly understanding where it is located. Our mushrooms cut into pieces and get a fabulous roulade for the festive table. Now we'll prepare 2 appetizers. They are made using the same principle. It's very effective. The first green variant with avocado. We clean 1 small avocado from the skin and send it to the blender cup with 2 large tablespoons of cottage cheese. Add a few drops of lemon juice to this cream so that the avocado doesn't darken, and also add salt and pepper to taste. We will need either any kind of crackers or tartlets. You can use a pastry bag with a nozzle. You can lay out a spoonful of filling. On top, we decorate with a slice of cucumber. I ended up making some snacks. The second version is pink horseradish. You will also need 2 spoons of cottage cheese. And either you add milk-boiled beets and whip it up like with avocado, or like me, a version with beet caviar. It is already with spices. And we just get a homogeneous paste. The principle is the same. We lay out the filling on a beet cracker, which gives it the color. We lay slices of cherry on top. I got 16 pieces out of this variant, but it all depends on the size of your cracker and the amount of filling you add. That's all from me. Please like this video. If you liked any dish, check out my New Year's playlist. There are already a lot of different selections and salads and snacks, everything to suit all tastes. With the upcoming New Year and Christmas, and may the next year be much better than 2020. You were with Katie Paprika. Listen to yourselves and your body, and let's eat tasty and healthy food.